Hi, everybody. Today we're going into the forest. No, we're not. We're going to the Howson Branch to meet with my friend, Miss Emma, the youth librarian there. She showed us all the books they have. They have books on dinosaurs and superheroes and underpants and tons more. Miss Emma is always excited to help kids find just the right books. You know, she could even help kids play on the computers. They even have movies and music at the library. Look at that. Miss Emma's showing us where to find all the stuff we're looking for. How nice. Thanks, Miss Emma. And then when you're ready to check out, she can take you to the self-checkout machine and show you how you can do it all by yourself. Look at that. She's showing me how to push the buttons on the screen. And just like that, all checked out. And if you don't want to do that, you can also go to the desk. The librarians there are more than happy to check out your books for you and make you a happy monster. Rah! One of the special things about Howson is their reading room. Shh! There are so many magazines and cushy chairs in here. Can you guess which magazine's my favorite? Hey everybody, it's the Van Show, and today I'm talking to my friend, Emma. This is Miss Emma. Say hi, Emma.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, so Emma, tell us about where you work.
So I work at Howson Branch Library. It's part of Austin Public Library, and it's a pretty awesome place to work.
Awesome. What do you do at the library?
I'm a children's librarian. So I do story time and book clubs and Minecraft club and lots of cool things.
Wow, that is a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
How awesome. So, hey, how long have you been a librarian?
Almost 3 years now.
Wow, and do you love it?
I do love it. It's pretty awesome. I love getting to come to work every day.
Oh, well, we love coming to see you at the library. That's so great. So, hey, Emma, you told us a little bit about your programs. Can you tell us, do you have a favorite story that's happened to you in the 3 years at the library?
Okay, I have one favorite story. There is a day when it was absolutely, it had been raining for like 3 or 4 days. There's a bunch of kids in the library, and it was just mayhem. Kids were climbing on shelves, like books were everywhere. And then one of my little storytime girls comes in and says, Miss Emma, the library is a mess. I was like, you're right, Lily, it is a mess. And she's like, I'll help you clean it all.
Aww.
And so we went around together and we put all the books back and put everything together, and it looked wonderful at the end. And it was a really fun day.
Oh, how cool. So the kids help you out cleaning up and everything?
They do sometimes.
Very neat. Awesome. So, Emma, I want to ask you something else. Now, this is not so library related.
Okay.
But it's cool related.
Okay.
If you had any superpower in the world, what would it be?
I want to fly.
What would you do with that power of flight?
I think I'd just see everything. I want to travel and see all the things from way up high. What would your superpower be?
Oh, I like flight too. You know, if I had the power of flight, I'd have to have a cool takeoff stance.
Yeah.
I think mine would be like this.
Like, that's a great one.
What about you? What would yours takeoff stance be?
I want to be like very like,
Oh.
ha!
Ha-ha! That's a good one.
Yeah.
You got to say that too before you take off.
Yeah.
Ha-ha!
Every time. Ha-ha!
Awesome. Cool, Emma. So
Yep.
so Emma, you do story times here, you do Lego labs, you do lots of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you one more thing about, so is there anything really special about the Howson Library in particular?
The Howson Library is special. Well, we have a reading room, which is kind of nice, so the adults can go in there and have their quiet reading time.
Ooh.
But I also like that it's a lot smaller than some of the branches, so it feels really intimate. I feel like I can see where everyone is and all that kind of stuff.
Cool. And what neighborhood is the Howson Branch in?
It's in Terrytown.
Very cool. Well, if you ever find yourself in Terrytown, come by and see Miss Emma.
It's good. Come by and say hello.
All right, Emma, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the camera and say goodbye. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Goodbye.
Bye.